Hello everyone, this is Poonam Sagar at Indoindians.com, and today again we have a very interesting art class, and this time we have a traditional Indian art form which is called Madhubani painting, and which is from Mithila. Mithila is a place in India, and you will learn more about this form of painting from our artist today, Meha Agarwal. Hi Meha, welcome.
Thank you so much, Poonam. And I'm really excited for this art form.
Yeah, do tell us a little bit very briefly about Madhubani painting, and then we can get started.
Yeah, sure. So Madhubani is a traditional art form from Bihar. It's been practiced in Mithila region. So that is the origin, like how it started. And the artists there in the traditional times, in the previous times, they used to practice this art form in decorating the walls of their village. And now the characters, the motives that they have used, such a vibrant colors, and that this art form has actually gone to a next level. And now in the modern times it has been accepted on every kind of thing, like you can even have wonderful paintings to decorate your house and also on your clothing. So since I am a postgraduate and I have done like different form of art and weaves in India, so this was one of the heart touching art form which I have actually practiced since a long time. And I'm very lucky to have the original artist who came to our college, and then this is where they taught us.
Right.
So I have not only done this art form on paper or on decorating wood or any other thing. Also, like I have done it with the natural dyes, and I've done it on the direct fabric. So I have really enjoyed this, and not only this art form, like I have done other art forms from the related regions. But yes, like today when we are talking about Madhubani, let's get started.
Sure. So we are looking forward to it, and this is going to be in 1 hour class, and Meha is going to guide us through the class. So Meha, over to you.
Thank you so much, Poonam. So, okay, I just said like, okay, we will need very basic material for this art lesson. So, if you all can just see my workstation.
I will just highlight it.
Yeah.
So,
So the very basic material that we would need is the acrylic colors. Any brand that whatever you are using, we are going to take that. It's just the mixing palette and some thin brushes, because we are not doing very bigger art form. So we are going to make a very small something. So like a bookmark, which we could do in 1 hour, and just a mixing palette. Okay, the pen really plays a very important role. So I could take out, couple of black pens out of my stationery. But the best pen, if you all can arrange later on, I'm not sure if you have it right now or not, but this is one of the very good pen. There are like different drawing pens which keep on coming. One is the snowman, one is micro tip as well in the market in Indonesia that you will find. You can pick up any whichever you are, you can get it easily and conveniently. But for today, like I can just say that you can use any pen that you have. So if you have any other gel pen, roller pen, you can use that as well. So that will also work for time being. Okay. Yeah, these drawing pens are basically the permanent inks as well. So it will not merge when you are doing any watercolor work with it. Okay, and I have just taken out two A4 size sheets to give the basics of borders, and this is how Madhubani is all about. And one, I have just taken a small size bookmark kind of a sheet, which is ranging at around 8 centimeter in width, and this is around 19 centimeter in length. So you can just have, a cut short of a paper if you want. So let's see like what are the basic borders that exist in Madhubani. So I'm just giving it you a very, very basics of it, like where you can just fit in these borders anywhere in your painting, whatever you are making. And eventually, like, you can also, you know, look forward, like what are the different and the various things which keep on coming on. So one is, so borders we usually draw in between two lines. Very basic is the triangles. And then there are variations in triangles. So the variations goes like, you can have another triangle here. Like this. Another part of triangle can be then you can have some lines inside as a pattern. So this is like one of the kind of pattern that you can make. Another can be like this, that you are having an alternate shape of the patterns being filled inside the triangle. So it can be just like vice versa. Then one is diamonds that we make. We can also have like diamonds, small diamonds inside this, like in here. The other one is panning, in which we create something like this, which goes and then we connect it with here. Guys, if you want me to hold on anywhere or there is anything that you want me to repeat, then please don't hesitate. Just tell me that I need to go on a repetition. So it's absolutely fine.
It's fine, Meha. Just continue. I'm sure everybody can unmute and just let you know whenever there is anything.
Okay, sure. So one pattern is like this, and then the variation you can bring in is that you can, you know, again add some lines to this. So this is all, you know, that we do pattern work in Madhubani is all with the black pen. So this is how the black pen, you know, creates the beauty of this art. And then we add you a lot of colors, vibrant colors. So there are like specific colors, which I'll tell you that we can use in Madhubani, and not all the colors are actually allowed. One is like very simple, that we just create basic patterns like this. I'm sure like everyone must be knowing about this pattern as a U pattern, which we normally like call it in Zentangle art now. And then one is the S pattern, in which we just write S like this. And then we take a turn from here and we go up. So this is the kind of pattern which comes. So this is only to show you that how it comes. The pattern comes like this exactly. One is the leaf pattern that we make. So in this, I make leaf like this. I bring my line down here, and then I make another leaf. So this is the pattern that we make. And over here, I can just fill these leaves in the patterns like this. And over here, maybe like I can make a proper leaf pattern. And then it can go as the repetition in the border. Okay. Now another one to this is like making an upside down U pattern. And then we connect it in between the lines. And over here, we can just fill in the different. So you can just choose like whether you want to leave it as alternate, blank, or do you want to fill it in same way pattern, or do you want to make different patterns? So you can just fill in a color as well in this, in the alternate one. So you can even leave them blank. So choice is yours. One is the check, in which we create squares. And we can just fill in the color like in any way that we want to. Like this. And then one is a floral pattern. So in this one, I'm just giving blocks first, and then I'm making small dots here, and then I'll make flowers around it. So this is how so you have to decide. See, when you are making any painting of Madhubani, you have to decide that what is the kind of area which is available. And then accordingly, like how we can actually fill in the border. So whether you want only the pen work border or you want to add colors in the border. So this is how the borders actually come up. Now one is a jal work in which we only create diagonal lines. And with this, we go with vertical lines. So this is the jal work. And then you can bring out some variation in the U pattern, because that is like one of the very popular for Bandanwars and, you know, making like a lot of things in Madhubani painting. So one can be like, you are just doubling it, and you can just go in here, draw some another pattern down, like lines, or create anything. You can also do some jal work, horizontal lines inside, or alternate patterns. These are like some of the very, very basic patterns that, you know, we can use in any of our paintings. Okay. All right. So one another additional thing, and it's your choice absolutely whether you want to use it or not. So when I learned Madhubani, so you know the artists from the region, they just said like they first make Ganesha. So how the Ganesha technique is, they make Ganesha like this. So whenever they start any painting, so this is what, you know, they do. And you know, this is how in our tradition also we say that, okay, we always, you know, put Ganesha as the first thing whenever we are starting. So this is what they do, and this is what like I have adapted and I always do whenever I make any Madhubani painting. So these are like some of the basics. Now I want to move on with these basics, like how we are making our um, bookmark. So in Bookmark, what I have planned is that we can make some motifs other than the basic borders. So we will make a motif in this, and the motif this time, what I have selected is a very simple bird. So I'll just tell you like what kind of bird we will in the bookmark. I'll show you different bird styles, but very basic bird which I like, and you know I often use it in making backgrounds in my big paintings whenever I make Madhubani painting. That I'll just show you. It's like very wonderful, full of colors that you can make because it has different elements. So what I usually do is I'm just make a simple circle, small circle, and here I make the body like this, and then I connect it with a line here. And from here, I'm making the feather of the bird. And this is the another feather. The tail of the bird. So there are like different kind of birds that you can make, which I'll show you more options. But this is like one of the very basic one that you can, you know, like just make it anywhere and very easy. And this is how the beak will come. So let me just make another one partition to it. And we can just go ahead and double these areas like face. I just create another line here. And with the body, and we just go and double it, the lines of the feathers too. Now over here, like if you want, you can just give, some patterns around the neck to decorate the bird in its Madhubani way. I'm just making some U patterns around. And you can keep on adding anything that you want to. I just added like some diagonal lines to it and U patterns, some doubling of the lines. So this is how you have to start connecting one pattern with another pattern. So depending upon like what is the space available and how we can do it. Okay. So with this, let's move on to bookmark. So for bookmark, I'm just drawing a very small border around. First, a very simple one. And let's see how the birds, we can make them sit on the bookmark. Okay, so as I said, that before I start any Madhubani painting, I always do Ganesha's Sthapna. So over here, you can select any corner, a very small area. And I do here. So what we will do, we will first make a very basic outline structure and then let's go with our pen work. Okay. So over here, I'm starting making a small face of the bird. So I'm making the first bird as the exact same bird that we have done in our practice just now. Let's make this bird first. And over here, just go down with the body. Body comes back here. I'm making the feather and the other feather. The tail. The beak. I'm drawing it dark so that you all can see it. Okay, but you all can make it like very light because we have to cover it up with the black pen now. So I'm just giving you a simple idea that there is a beak here and an eye inside. The detailed work we can do directly with pen. For that, we don't need any pencil work over here. Now in the second time, like I'm making another kind of bird, like the variation of the bird. So this is the face.
So, Meha, can I ask you to pause for a minute? And maybe we can ask all our participants to maybe show what what they have done so far.
Sure, like that would be very great. Can I have a look over like how everyone is doing?
So if everybody can pick up, show what they have drawn so far, the little bird, yes, very nice. That's nice, Sneha, well done. If everybody can just show the little bird that they've drawn, it was such an easy way that she has explained. Yes, oh, Madhuri, that's very nice. Very nicely done. Okay. Yasmita, your bird looks like a very pretty bird.
Very nice.
Lovely. Yes, Kajal, very nice. So, yeah, Pooja, good job. So I think, Meha, you're doing a very good job. It's very easily and easy to follow your directions. So yes, let's do it. Let's move ahead.
I hope I'm not going very fast. So I just want like just pause me up. Sometimes I go and keep the flow up and I go very fast with it. Is
So
the speed
anybody has
okay for
questions? Does anybody have any questions, or can we just move ahead? Yeah. Okay. Meha, let's proceed.
okay, so for the next word, I'm just going ahead and just make the beak here. And with the body, I'm just going a little down like this, or maybe a little bit more here. And then this one comes here. And the feather comes like this. And the tail will go easy. And okay, let's make some details over here as well, like a pagri of a bird, you can say. And the details we can do later on, like doubling the lines and then, filling up with some patterns, just like the way we did some basics. Let's make a small peacock down. Let's try if that comes up good. Okay, let me just see. Okay, so I'm using a little lower area because I want to make the peacock feathers on top. So let's make a simple reverted C, you can say, or not reverted, it's normal C, a D-shaped C. And then I'll connect it like this and go around my shape and go up here. I'm making a beak, an eye, small line that we can connect. And underneath, I'm making a small set of peacock feathers, which you can just see, like, I don't have too much of space, so I'm just leaving it as it is, like it is in continuation. And just leave it like this. And then I'm creating some pagri on top. So in Madhubani, the backgrounds is like we prefer not to leave backgrounds like this as an open. So we always cover it with either making tree leaves, or we make some flowers, or we make some bharwa word patterns. So let's try to make how tree we can make and how we can make the tree leaves. Okay. So let's start here. Wherever you see that there is a space, I'm making a trunk. Okay, let's see, my first trunk is coming here. And I'm making branches that my peacock is sitting on a branch. And then let's see another branch I'm fixing up here that this bird is sitting on. And one more branch I am adding in this area. Then I see that there is some open space here. So I'll probably add some branch here as well. That's it. So this is the base, the outer structure of any design with the basics that you can create like this. Now I'll prefer to do my pen work. Okay, so for pen right now I'm using 0.2 because this is not very thick pen and it's a drawing pen. So I'll do my outlining with this. But for the time period, if you don't have this pen, you can use any black pen that you have. So I'm just outlining whatever I have drawn first, and then we will work on the details.
So Meha, this is different from other drawing where you color first and then use the outline.
Yes, in Madhubani, we always make the outer structure first because this is, just like we do in Kalam. So
Right.
Kalam work comes first and then the coloring comes inside.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm just drawing on top of the lines what we have drawn with the pencil. And then let's go with the details. So after this, I'm just erasing so that all the pencil marks are gone. And then we can work on our detailing. Okay, so let's start with the detailing of our first bird that we made on top. So I'm just doubling the face. I'm just redrawing another line inside. And then I'm redrawing another line inside the body.
So it's like a double line.
Yeah, it's just like a thin double line, which is just we are adding to enhance the beauty. Around the feather. The more minute work you can do, the better it will look. So let's first finish the first bird, and then we can move one by one with the pen work, okay? So let's start working around the neck. I'm making the U pattern. Then I'm making another line. After a distance, I'm making another line here.
Can you bring it closer to the camera so that everybody can see a little more clearly? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Now around this, you can add some diagonal lines inside.
So basically what the patterns you showed earlier are used to fill the body of the bird.
Exactly. So this is where like we can just, add and bring our creativity and choose any border that you want to add and enhance it in the beauty. So let's say, for example, adding another line and I'll add some triangles to this. So I'll just added some triangles. If I want to do more work, then I will start adding vertical lines inside.
Already looking very beautiful.
Oh, this art form is so beautiful. I always say that, you can never say that this is not looking good. And then we can stop here, or else if you want to do more work, let's add another U pattern. And in this U pattern, we can probably choose to have alternate lines here. And with this, I'll halt for this specific bird. For me, it's done. And then we will add some colors. Let's move on to the other bird. Let's see how we can do this one. I'm adding the double line around the face first. I'll make an eye. I am adding double line around the beak. Then let's add a double line around its body. A double line around its feathers. So let's see how we can beautify it. Okay, so over here we did it on top of the face. Now let's do it on the middle of the body. For the middle of the body, let me add a line here. And let's make a band on the body. And I'm making another sleek line. Okay, let's add a pattern like this. I'm adding V pattern here. Now I am adding a very thin line next to it, and then down. Let me add something else similar to this one. So which one shall we add? Okay, let's do a leaf pattern. We haven't done leaf pattern anywhere. So let's add a leaf pattern. So I'm adding this leaf pattern. Okay. And we can just add some small lines to fill in this area. We can stop here also for this band, I think is enough. But if you just want to give some more pen work, then maybe I'll just add a little bit of U pattern under it. And we can just make it a close section. That's it. So this is how my bird is ready. So next is the peacock. So let's see on the peacock, for the above one on this. So this is the body of the peacock, which we are going to cover it only with the color. On this area, I'm just adding some jal work. So I've just created some diagonal lines first. And with the diagonal lines, I'm adding the vertical lines now. My vertical lines are added here. Now here we go. Just a simple line, and we will just add a very small leafy kind of a pattern here, just to resemble that it is the peacock feather.
So Meha, we have 10 minutes left. So maybe we can go to the coloring now.
All right, sure. I just want to make leaves and then we will just move on. Leaf are like 1 minute more.
Sure.
Okay. So leaf, we are just attaching in the background. So I'm starting making leaf like this, and we'll just fill the color, green color in this. Okay, so when we talk about color in Madhubani, we can use only few colors, which is yellow, red, orange, green, blue, and brown. So these are the only few colors that are allowed in Madhubani. Other than this, in traditional form of Madhubani, we never use. Pink is also allowed. So leaf, I'm just filling the leaf work in the background.
你先看一下，他估计也快完了。Be there and then watch.
This is how the leaf will be. So this is, I'm just making the leaves. Let's start with the card.
Maybe we can have everybody show their drawing.
Oh, yeah.
Can everybody just
Have a look. How it's looking.
okay? Okay, Meha, go ahead.
Wonderful. Thanks for showing. Okay. So for coloring, I am first taking out red color.
Yeah, she finished so much.
Crimson. You can either use, yeah, crimson. And maybe I'm taking medium yellow, or maybe, okay, let's take out deep yellow. One I'm taking out is orange. And since we are making some of these, okay, blue. So blue, you can take out any blue. If you have, okay, blue lake color, then this is a good option to use rather than using any other color variant of blue. You have blue lake, is usually there in almost every set. You can use blue lake. Okay, so let's see like how it looks. Then we will take out the brown and the green later on. And I'm using number 1 brush. And I'm starting with red color. And my red color is going in the beak here of the first bird. So I'll start filling the color here, and I'm filling it in one feather of my bird. So the red color in the ancient time was taken out from Geru. The yellow was taken out from turmeric, and the blue used to come out from indigo. And the black outline that they used to do is from the gur and harad ka water banate the. With that water, they used to like let it ride for overnight or 2 days, and then with that, it takes out like good color of black, and then they put it on the column, and then they used to start doing it on the walls. This
So
is how.
black is also the same thing.
Sorry.
The kalamkari, the pen kalamkari, where they use the black color.
Yes.
Is it the same color?
Yes, it's the same color. But in kalamkari, they first put the fabric in the treatment. So the silk is being put in multani mitti water.
I see.
And then they do kalamkari on it.
Right.
And now I'm adding orange color in the other feather. Okay, here we go. Let's make orange color tail.
So quick question, Meha, for beginners, what if we just wanted to use color pens like felt pens or other color pens to color it instead of
bookmarks you can use, but if you want to make a painting which is A4 size or A3 size, I would suggest that choose in which like you can use add more colors and acrylics to it, because felt pens the longevity is not there.
Correct.
But just for your basic practice, it's okay to use it.
Right.
Because pen work plays more important role along with colors, but I mean in that way, like you can still get the grip of motifs, pen work, how you are creating designs, all those things.
Sorry, in the first whether you use red or orange, I can't see clearly. The first whether
In the first one,
is
the
red.
upper, yeah, and the beak I have done red, the lower one is orange, and the tail is orange.
Okay, thank you.
In the faces I'm putting yellow, and I'm taking yellow all together for all the three birds, so that we can just beautify it. And this one goes with the long neck. Sorry about this. And here we go with yellow color. I really love to do crimson color when it comes to red in Madhubani. I mean, just try it out. There are various color options that you get, but crimson is the best one that looks in Madhubani. Okay, I took red color by mistake. All right, let's do the body of the first bird with blue color. This is where the body is done, and the same blue I am adding in the kalgi of these two birds, so that we will not use blue anywhere else on their body. Okay, here, and I'm adding here. So next I'm adding red color in the beak of the second bird. And okay, so let me add red in the body as well. So this is my red color going in the body. And in the tail and the feather of the second bird, I'll do some other color just to bring some more vibrance to it. Let's do orange. Orange. Okay, let's do orange then. Okay. And here we go. I'll just add another color over here. Okay, let me add blue. So I'm just adding it on the pattern here. Otherwise, like I would have probably used two different colors, but right now I'm just adding one blue. Okay. So here we go. Okay, red in the beak is left. So I'm just adding red in the beak. And I want to show you how I do the tree and the leaves here. Just show it to you. So tree is very simple. I'm just taking out brown color. I'm taking burnt sienna for the branches. And I'm taking out light green for the leaves. So I'll just mix light green and little bit of yellow somewhere. Although shading we don't do in Madhubani. So it has to be solid colors wherever you are doing. So always remember, no shading is allowed. And with this, my branches are done. And now let's do the leaves. Okay, so I'm just taking light green color and I'm filling it inside. So if anybody doesn't have the paint, you can do pen work inside, or also if you have any kind of paint at this time, you can also do sketch pens or any ball color pens, whatever you have any availability, you can just use that. It's absolutely fine to do. So with this, I'm just adding green color in the leaves. Okay, so I'm not adding any other leaf, but what you can do is like sometimes you can also make like few leaves as light green color, few leaves with dark green color. And that is all on your choice, like how the color variation you want to show in your painting. And here we go.
I'm sorry, you've not given double lines to the peacock body, right?
Yeah, I haven't. But it's
And
all your choice. Like, see, there is no room for double line.
so
So,
I've started the coloring, so no need of double line, no problem, right?
yeah, no problem.
And what about the leaves? Have you done a filling inside the leaves?
Yes, I have done the filling inside the leaf.
Just coloring?
Just coloring. It's a simple light green color that I'm filling inside the leaf.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I picked up yellow in between. Okay, so here we are done with the leaves. If I want to
Super,
add,
very nice. It looks really good. Now I
and
would like to have other people also see what they have done. If I would like to invite everybody to show what they have done.
wonderful.
Very nice, Anuradha. Really nice. Oh, that's lovely, Pooja. Good job. Apeksha, that's really nice. Oh,
Kajal, yours is
Kajal, excellent.
wonderful.
Yes, Madhuri. Oh, very nice. Excellent. Very, very nice. I'm so happy. What did you think of it?
Wonderful, Raj. You've done such a lovely work.
Thank you, Meha. That was really very good guidance you have given us.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I have one question for Meha. Meha, if you want to do it on canvas, what we do the outline with?
You
If
can
you want to do it on the canvas, then how do you do outlines?
the black pen.
So
Then
if you varnish, it won't smudge?
no, see with acrylics, though you don't have to use the pen. If you're doing it on canvas, use 000 or 40 brush number. So you get it in the market on Tokopedia. It's very easily available.
Okay.
000 and 40 number brush, and those brushes are basically used for outlining. Use a black acrylic color for that.
But you need a very steady hand with that, right?
Don't worry. You won't believe, like there are people, you know, like even Kajal. Kajal has used this same. Kajal, do you want to share your experience with the tray painting? So we did a workshop before, and Kajal
Sure.
painted.
Yeah. Now, I
And
have done Madhubani tray painting with Meha, and I was having a same concern because I never done this fine lining before. But you get it, you do it eventually, you know, slowly and steady.
and you know the
Because
way
we
results are so satisfying, like we are just loving it. The tray has been a rock star for us.
So you
That's
use
right,
a
yes.
000 brush, right?
The 0 and 40 brush, that is the thinnest brush that is available in Indonesia. 40.
And do you have any brand which you use? Because I tried 2-3 brands, it didn't come out so good.
Yeah, sure, I can
Show
tell
my
you.
flow.
Oh, wow.
George, you know.
So all border I have given is a 40 brush and the acrylic black paint.
Yeah, I have the same tray too.
Yeah.
And it came out, the results came out like almost same, you know, like when we did this workshop, it was exactly same the tray that was looking for all of us. So that was the beauty. So don't be hesitant. The brand that I can suggest you is Georgine. It's Giorgione. This is the brand which I can suggest for brush. In this is Giorgio. It's wonderful collection. Giorgione. Georgine. And this is very readily available on Tokopedia and on
Maybe you can just type it in the chat, Meha.
Yeah, I can just write it in the chat.
Yeah, just type it in the chat so everybody can just see it.
Meha, I have one question that do we add water in Madhubani